I've returned again. Because last time I played this, I managed to actually complete the game. On the highest difficulty mode. Which is why I fancy my chances this time. So, let's not waste any time. Let's see if I can do it. Of course, I didn't really consider that having to talk on top of this is going to make it harder. But, let's just see what happens, why don't we? I was able to do decently well the last time I recorded this. What could possibly go wrong? Now, the thing that helped me this time, or the thing that helped me the last time rather, off camera, was that I don't know why it happened or how, but I managed to get an extra continue. Normally you get 3 continues, and 5 lives if you've got the lives cranked up to the max like I do, but I managed to somehow do something that gave me more lives. I don't know how I did that. I mean, sorry, I did something that gave me more continues, which I don't know how I did, but I did do it. I think it might have something to do with the score, which resets after you've gotten a... Oh, that's a fan-dabbly-doubly start, isn't it? That's so fan-dabbly-doubly of a start that I'm going to just quit now and start again. There. Something I did give me 4 continues the last time, and I don't know what, but I think it maybe was just being able to survive on the first continue for long enough to get enough points to earn another one. I don't know. But suffice it to say that I'm going to put a bit more effort in to get those pink boxes, as well as the other ones now. I thought the pink ones were worthless to me because they were just points, but maybe they do more. I think they actually might possibly have something to do with the invincibility shield that you get every now and then. You're invulnerable for 20 seconds, which is very useful. And so, therefore, that's what I'm going to try and do. But I don't actually know if those things do cause that, or if it's all an illusion. It might just be an illusion. I don't know that it's not. No. That's Lemmy White Rock, I think. Oh no, it's not. What does that name say up there? Surya? That name up there is something different from what it normally is. Or maybe it's just when she's later in the level that she gets a different... I don't know. Oh wait, no, this isn't the same character that appears later. I always thought that the character that shows up... I thought that the boss showed up early in the level and then she shows up again at the end, but it seems like sometimes it's a completely different boss. She's got a different picture from the actual boss of the level. Ugh, I'm not satisfied unless I get a good run of the first level. Which I've not been getting. But don't worry, I'll commit eventually. Once I get out of level 1, there's no going back. All bets are off while I'm still in level 1. I'm always like this. As soon as I get to about level 3 or something, then I just go all the way. Come what may. Come what Billy Mays. Oh, there's a bunch of tricks I've discovered as well to what you want to do with the blue boxes. There's certain tricks you need... Well, there's certain tricks you want to employ to get those blue boxes. Or specifically how you choose to manage them. If you play the game like me anyway, you want to be in a certain... You want to do certain things to accumulate those blue boxes to get extra lives. In my experience, it's sometimes worthwhile sacrificing yourself to get more of them than it would have been to just, I don't know, accept what few you were able to scrape your hands clawing to. Sometimes you don't just want to accept collecting the very few blue boxes you're able to desperately fly into. Sometimes you just want to kill yourself and get more bombs so you can use the bombs to suck the blue boxes into you, which is something that the bombs do. At least for the red woman we're playing here. There's other characters in this game. But I've not bothered even trying with them. Now for the first real boss. That's Lemmy. Whoa! It's really hard to stress how much it matters that you get the... Ah, there's the border, the invincibility thing. Supernatural border, it's called. You really want to try and use your bombs before you die. It sounds obvious, but it's surprisingly easy to let yourself die before they're all used. After all this practice in this game, I've still not learned where exactly Ryauchna's hitbox is. I still don't know where she gets killed when hit. That would be nice to know that for sure, but I still don't know for sure. Also, we just used all of her bombs, that's great. We're still quite early into this, in Slaughter Slopslade as well. The battle's just begun! And now it's dead, yeah. That's the death of me. But maybe we can make her dead before, yeah. Before we use her bombs. I tend to lose at least one life to her. Oh, at this phase of the fight, these white lines come in from somewhere and they'll kill you if they touch you. So don't let them touch you. I also don't know whether it does more damage to use that balls in front shot like that. The balls in front shot and the balls hanging to the sides shot. I don't know if one of them is stronger than the other one. I really don't. I don't even know if there's a real reason for the shot to change except just to make you slower. I don't know if there's any reason to do this thing that makes you slow down for any reason other than to slow down. It makes your bullets look different, but I can't tell if it does anything else. Anyway, these sections where you've got to fight the little girls, which I've discovered the girls can't hurt you. The girls themselves don't hurt you, it's just these bullets. I don't think I've got a feeling that none of the physical objects in this game hurt you at all. The bosses, the sprites of the bosses and the enemies, they don't do a thing to you, it's just their bullets. So that's something that's nice to know. That's worth being aware of. But these sections with these enemies, the non-boss enemies, are really just an excuse to get as much blue boxes and things as possible. I think they're cards as well. The stats screen and stuff goes on about cards. I think that they're all supposed to be cards you're collecting. Like it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something like that. It's Japanese. Aha, oh, shouldn't have done that, but I did. Wizard sign Phoenix spread wings L. I wouldn't like to see the other 25 letters of the alphabet that have a version of this attack named after them. Maybe we will. Maybe all the other attacks in the whole game are those. Also, wow. Survived that. But here comes the proof of the pudding. Ah, I got parried by the reddest Teletubby of them all there. Oh well. That's okay. Let's bomb it. Excellent. It might be that green bee that gives you the continue that I was talking about earlier. Except I think the green bee was the bomb. I think that gave me an extra bomb. So I don't know anymore. I didn't finish the tangent I was going on earlier. The sections like this where there's just enemies you've got to contend with are a good spot sometimes to get the blue boxes. Not in the first or second levels, but starting in the third level, you go through sequences of those things where they just give you tons of blue boxes. But the thing is, there's so many bullets flying everywhere that it's just impossible to get them all. So what you're left doing is struggling... Oh, I took that bomb there. I think I was toast. What you find yourself doing is struggling to get the blue boxes. But you just can't because there's too many bullets. Maybe if you were really skilled at the game. But in the meantime, until that happens to me, which I'm probably not going to play this enough to do that, but my strategy sometimes in those sections is just to use bombs to kill the enemies and suck up all of the cards which they drop, which happens when you use bombs. It sucks up all of the nice things. And sometimes I will deliberately just die and get all my bombs back to pick up the blue things, because if you do that, you might end up getting like 3 extra lives out of it, which you could not have gotten if you had not died and bombed. So dying and bombing can sometimes be a good thing. But tell that to the...
Kung Fu Catman!
That's the joke. That was an appropriate joke to make. And I think that Oh, this is the one which he does sideways, yeah. That's the sideways. At least I've got the invincibility shield for this, which I needed. I think those pink things might go down to the cherry meter in the bottom left. One of the mysteries in this game to me is what on earth that cherry meter does. Ah. On the bottom left, see that? The text? I don't know what that is. And I'd like to know. I think that would help me if I knew. But in the absence of knowing, I'm just going to have to go by what I know, which is not much at all. Whee! Whee! Ah. That wasn't a red-dressed girl that said that. She's got too deep a voice for that. She would have gone, wee! I don't even remember what voice I gave her. I'm just going to assume it's a ridiculously deep voice that I usually give females. Alice Margatroyd? Heavens to Margatroyd! Even dead! Now what? Oh brother, it's one of the big Light Brigade shows. Which is most of these bosses. Where do these girls get all of these balls anyway? Where on earth is she hiding those things? What orifice has she stuffed these things up? Goodness knows. Yeah, I think those pink things do give you the border. Maybe they're not just points. As long as you've got the border on, you feel like you're invincible, but the second thing goes away, you're suddenly a complete sitting duck. Wait, how did I end up out of lives already? It's not good, not very precipitous. Is that even a word? I don't know. Sometimes, I know I make up words a lot, but sometimes I can't tell if I've actually made one up or if it was real. And that was one of those times. Well, I would have liked to keep this continue. But it's not. I highly doubt I'm going to make it through this, whatever on earth it is. Well, we'll see. No. 4. Okay, I got the 4 continues, which is what really matters. I'm upset though that I didn't keep my point box. That thing matters. Point box is very important. The blue boxes, I mean. Now, are these the girls that give you tons of things? Well, they're certainly giving me a fair number. Oh, well, I guess you don't miss out on too much with the blue boxes. Did you see that, by the way? I got like 2 extra lives there. Yabba-dee-dabba. I think I'm doing worse this time than I did the last time. I think I was still in my first continue the last time I got to this point. But that's okay. Let's just see how it goes, huh? Whoa! Oh dear. Definitely going worse. Oh, I don't think I'm slamming her. I wasn't close enough to slam her with that. That's alright. Blue sign, Benevolent, Orleans Dolls. Is this the one where the stupid dolls start going from the left and the right? No? Oh, it's not quite that. Oh. Blue Orleans Dolls. Oh, sorry, Benevolent Orleans Dolls. Blue sign, it says. I don't know about you, but I'm not seeing much blue here. I'm seeing a lot of red, but not blue. Full power mode, whatever that means. Ah, good, that's an excellent time for the barrier. Too bad it's kind of getting wasted now, though, when nothing's happening. Let's see if I can suck up... No, the barrier already ended. This is nasty, this. Because when they show up on one side, you've got to find a way to the other side as fast as possible. Or you're just toast as a sitting doke. And I'm not talking about the Doctor from GoldenEye 007's facility level on the Nintendo 64 or on the Nintendo 64. Brother, just die, you stupid dolls. Let me keep this life for once. Yeah, I did it. I don't think I've ever survived that like that before. Now what? Now death, that's what, that's... I was going such a great death... I was going such a great no-death streak there. But just like every other streak, it streaked. Its last streak. It's been struck. Got struck off the record permanently by the wild assortment of prepubescent girls that could constitute the entire character roster of not only this game, but the entire Toa series, I think. I don't think there's a single boy in this whole series. Not that I'm an expert on it or anything, but that's what I've heard. I've certainly not seen a sight of any male. Or maybe some of them look like they're girls, but they're boys. That happens a lot in Japanese things. That's possible. Ah, nice time for the border. Oh, let's keep that border as much as we can. That's dead. That's alright though. Especially if we can get to the next phase before dead. If we can get to the next phase before dead, I think we might be doing quite well. And we are doing quite well because we did do that. Excellent. That was a very good turn of events there. I think we might possibly have just about... I might just about be in an even keel with the last time I played the game. Just about doing it just about as well. Especially if I somehow survive this. No, oh well. Not quite. I think one bomb ought to do it. That ought to do it. Oh, maybe we'll get to keep the bomb. Oops, sprungs a triangle. We might still get to keep the bomb. Ho ho! Good! This is swimmingly.
That's what I like to see.
Excellent. Stage 4, and I've got all my bombs. And stage 4 is definitely where these things start to give you tons of blue boxes. Definitely it starts happening here. Oh, foolish me. I should have used the bomb. Oh well. That's okay. All the blue boxes are there for the taking. Yeah, I just gotta be less conservative with them. Yeah, this is the part where they start... These girls dish out the boxes like nothing. There. Yeah, it's seriously worth considering using your bomb to suck all those in. I didn't this time though. I don't know why I made that decision. Because I really should have. Okay, that probably wasn't worth it, but whatever. Lily White. Hello, Lily. This is the level. This is the level with the string quartet boss. Except there's only 3 of them. But the musicians. And then Lily White is just here for some reason. What was that stupid plot that I came up with for this game involving beds and baby strollers? I've forgotten what was what though. I forgot who was a baby stroller and who was a human. I forget if the baby strollers were the demons or if they were the humans. Sorry. I can't remember my own canon for this game. Well, it's worth using the bombs now because I might as well try and get to the next point box bonus level on this continue. Because when you use a continue, your blue boxes go back to the default max thing. Every time you get an extra life from collecting enough blue boxes, you need to get even larger, like, you need to get even more blue boxes to get the next life. You've got to collect 50 blue boxes for the first life, and then 80 or something for the next one, and then 100 and so on. It just keeps going up. So, you really want to try and... No! Well, that's alright though, because I can use the bombs. You really want to, like, there's something to be... You might want to even get a game over, so you can get more lives off of the blue boxes than you would have gotten if you just stuck with the current continue. Man. How do I manage to pull this dancing soft? Oh, this is the bad one. This girl just wants you dead. Which is quite something, because everybody wants you dead in this game. Oh well. I think you can't even kill that one, actually. Whenever I've tried to kill that one, it just doesn't work. But regardless of that, we've used one continue, and it's the boss of level 4, and I'm on my last life. There's precious little chance of getting an extra life on this boss. Let's see what happens, though. Oh, that was great. I really don't know where that 4th continue came from, though. But I'm not going to complain about getting it. I feel like I get more of these borders in these days than I not used to before. I'm earning them somehow. Oh well, at least we could get blue boxes. Huh? I thought I had a bomb left. The bomb was the only chance I had of surviving all of that and that madness. There, that's done with. This is bad. These things all spear you like this. Then the final one that comes at you, I don't know how to dodge, so I just dodge it till I need to use a bomb. As I just did right there. I good the border. That's fine, that's all fine. Got no problems how that went. Wow, good. This is when the balls sort of start to move the direction. The balls start to change where they're going, just seemingly at random. You can't really predict what they're going to do. Sometimes you just get trapped in the corner like that. I get trapped at the side and I don't know how to get out of it. Well, the music notes turn into balls as well, which is bad. Up. Bomb. There. Oh, this is when they start using the fire, the Bunsen burner beam, the spinning Bunsen burner. So get well out of the range of that. Oh, the things are turning. I've still not played this enough to the point where I know every single phase of every attack they're going to do. I know a lot of them when I see them, but I still don't know all of them. Even when I do see them, I still don't sometimes know what's happening. This is just a complete onslaught of bullets. I know that much. It's also, like, debatably one of the easier ones to deal with, once you know how you're doing it. Also, I'm a bit sad that I didn't get all the way through there, but whatever. What really matters right now is that I get as many points as possible here. See, I've only got 2 lives right now, but if I use all these bobs wisely, like Pepe told me to, and get lots of blue boxes, then I'll watch that life counter soaring. Just watch that thing rocket up. Right, yeah, this is where the boxes start coming. Or not, I guess that wasn't so good. Oh yes, there. Good. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, see that? Look at that. I'm a life up already. And the supernatural border thing sucks in the stuff too. I think it makes you stronger as well. I think it might make you stronger anyway. Not really sure. Oh man. I wasted a few of them. Just what I needed! Ho-ho! Just what I needed! Yeah, I might be just what you needed, but what you really need is a good feather duster. I don't even know what I'm saying. Many patterns of attacks in this game, like that one, look like they're coming straight at you and they're going to kill you, but then they like swerve at the last minute, and you feel in your head, you feel in your mind that you're fine. It looks disastrous, but then suddenly it seems okay. There's a lot of faith in this game. You've got to just keep trusting that if you move into this impossible looking death fortress, then things will somehow just still turn out alright. Now for the slowdown phase, this is where all the stuff she throws at you starts to slow down as it's getting near you, giving you a small little bit of chanceness to evade all of it. Although if you didn't get that chance to evade, if it didn't slow down, you'd be toast. You would surely be a toasted marshmallow. Good. Oh, what's that? A 1-up? Did I say 1-up? Oh, I hope it was another. I hope it was another continue. That would be very good. That'd be like fantastically good. I don't think it was, but great if it was. Hmm.
I'm going to cut you down to size.
Oh, no.
Whoa! Whoa! Me.
I get there's people out there I've seen that are able to complete this thing on 1 credit. I can only assume that if you memorise all of these bosses' attack patterns, you find ways to get through them that otherwise you just couldn't possibly do. Because there's some of these attacks that all the bosses do where if you try to just react naturally to them, you'll end up getting pushed into the side of the screen, and then you'll just get flooded with bullets that it's just absolutely impossible to navigate through. There'll be like 20 bullets all so close to each other coming towards you that there was absolutely no way to dodge in between them. Or at least it sure feels that way. Oh, the big one. Even those massive big purple balls still only hurt you if you touch the very centre of them. Now it might be a good idea to die Well, I mean, I'm going to die anyway here. Very soon, but it'll reset the points thing, which is good. The resetting of the points is a good thing. You know what the worst feeling is, though? The worst feeling in this game is when you die because like you didn't know whether. The worst feeling is when you think that you can make a certain move you make, but the game disagrees and you die. That's a very annoying thing. Okay, last life of the credit. And that's it. I don't know what to think of my current position here. I don't know how much I fancy my chances. Do not know. But we'll see. It's certainly better than it has been. Certainly better than it was in any of my recorded attempts before. I think the last time I tried this on the camera, I didn't get past this level. I think it all ended here. Mind you, though, that time I had only got 3 credits, and for some reason I get 4 nowadays. Oh no, I wish I hadn't done that. That's okay, because I think it took health off her. Oh, this is the one where she makes the bullets from behind. I remember this. Yeah, there they come. They come from behind, and also in front of you too, those giant ringworm lines of balls. It's all balls and diamonds in this game. If they're not shooting balls at you, they're shooting diamonds at you. Or both, as is the case here. Oh, what's he doing now? That's one of the slow down bits. I'm dead. She's got swords, but I don't know what the point of them is, because again, everything's just bullets. Oh wait, arrows too. It's all balls, diamonds, and arrowheads. There. That's that. Now, finally, into the final mysterious place. Although even this isn't actually the final level, but I'll get around to showing why in due course. Oh, it doesn't actually call it Stage 6, just Perfect Cherry Blossom. Now, this is the point where I should probably die and get bombs. Try and get those blue boxes. And yet I'm not doing that for some reason. Well, now I am, that's for sure. There, get them all, get those. Look at that! It went up from... went from 50 to 134 in literally a second. Now this girl is apparently not done. She's not satisfied after about 4 health bars I think she had in the last level. Just back to defend the cherry blossom. Back using the same attacks it looks like from the last time. That's fine. I honestly wonder why this is even here. But it is. It's just a retread of the last level. It's a bit strange, really. Except that bit, I think. It turned white there, but it didn't slow down. Oh yeah, thanks for giving me that border now. I think it does this every time. You get this border bit, but it all runs out before anything happens. So the shield's useless. I just realised that this is the first time I've shown this, but I'm not showing the enthralling dialogue. Basically, there's a tree here and we want it, but that woman doesn't want us to want it, and that's it. I mean, okay, there was about 100 lines of dialogue there. I think there must have been more to it than that, but that was basically it. It's a very wordy game, but doesn't seem like all that many of the words really mean anything. I guess I don't know much about the backstory. I don't know anything about the backstory at all. Except what I read in that booklet about the baby strollers and the bed the bad coat racks. I don't remember. I'll have to ask the creator of this series, Zun. Oh no, get her there. No, it didn't work. She's got a pentuple of Bunsen burners coming at you from the side. It's not pleasant stuff, but it's the final boss. Look at that in the upper. Look at that in the top left. There was four little boxes there. That's 4 health bars. That means. Or 4 backup health bars rather. There's 4 more to go after you've destroyed the current one. Because it was not quite enough having just 1 bar. And even the 1 bar splits up into multiple. Actually, this is bad. I'm not pleased with how things are right now. I know it looks... well, you might have thought it was good, but it's actually worrying. Because for one thing, this woman has so much health, it's ridiculous. I deliberately got hit there, just to get rid of the bullets. I tried to go to the bottom right, but it was too late. Okay. Ah! Okay. Alright, this is something. This is going decently. Oh, the final thing. Here we go. It's all or nothing now. Unfortunately, I don't think we even get many chances to get blue boxes from now on. So it's all up to skill now. Nope. Away from that. Come on, get that health bar destroyed, come on. Come on, die. Like, die again, you know. One of your deaths. Oh, rats, no. Didn't quite get there in time. It's just so much. Every one of these bombs needs to count now as well. I can't afford to lose a life without using up all of my bombs each time. This is seriously probably going to come down to the absolute wire. You might not have thought that, but things aren't as good as they might look right now. I was actually trying to get hit there, but it was surprisingly hard. Okay, right. Slowly goad these things over. Oh no. Oh wow. Oh. I was pleased there. It's not as good as it looks. Well, it's not as good as it maybe looks. Oh, crumbs.
No.
Get back to the bottom already. Yeah. Well, that's okay though. One more bomb ought to do it. Yep. Yes. But guess what? Resurrection Butterfly 80% reflowering. Yeah, it's not over. Of course it's not over. Why would it be? Nope, there's still more left. I don't care, use the bombs. Oh dear. I'm not liking this. Oh. Well, here we go. Oh, I got an extra life. Ah. There's enough blue boxes. Well, that's nice, but I'd better not get complacent here. Very bad idea. Excellent, a barrier. It's gone, that's fine. Anytime you feel like dying, madam. Wait, is that it? Did she die? I hope she's dead. Ah, she's dead. Yes, I did it. Player equals 0. Oh, wow. Graze means something like... something to do with your sprite getting hit, but your hitbox not getting hit. Whatever, that's the end. I had 2 bombs to spare and 1 life, and I beat the game. Holy smokes. I did it. I think I'll have some bread. Oh, and this is our ending. The Hakurai Shrine, covered in the white of snow. I gotta press the button. Fleeing from the netherworld, Reimu barely escaped with her life. All traces of the spring she had emerged with, or all traces of the spring she had managed to gather, were lost in the process. Yeah, everything was completely meaningless. The tree she had didn't blossom. Nothing remarkable happened. And that's it. That's the ending. She ends up being really irritated. Maybe if I finish the thing on 1 continue, then I'll get something better, but but I think that's enough for me. I finished the game. That's what this Let's Play was all about. Finishing the game at the hardest difficulty setting. I did it. That's that. Except it's not that. That's not quite all. Like I said, there is some more to this game. And I've not finished that other thing either. I've only tried it once, but there is one more level that opens up after you complete the game. An extra stage, as it calls it. It's a single stage, and you have to finish it with 1 continue. And it's extremely hard. So look forward to that at some point. Whatever point that is, it's not today. Program, graphic and music, Zun. Yeah, Zun did everything. Good work, Zun. Can't remember if I went into this tangent or not, but I wonder if this is the first... if this Toa-Hoa series is the first example of the bullet Thunder Basement Radiators shooters. Was there ever a game before these that had all of these balls flying all over the place like this does? I've seen before, I remember reading before on the internet people giving examples, offering up suggested other games that came before this. There's an arcade game called Wrecker from the early 90s, which has also got tons upon tons of bullets. But I wonder if there's any that are quite like this. Next Phantasm. Next Phantasm, well said. There's me. That's my 4th best score. Except that was actually... your score only adds up for a single credit. So those are probably all my best scores on the 1st credit, where I made the most progress. 100% Josh. That's what we like to see. And that's the end. See you in for the extra stage one day. Goodbye.